Sacred name, Fortune Preserver.
Try not to enjoy.
Terra Smash! Terra Smash!
Life goes on.
Don't get frostbite. Cool it. Dodge this! Catch the wind.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for completing today's... Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Come take a look.
One Bookhouse. Guess this is where we go to buy books in Liyue.
Auto reconfiguration is an essential function.
Feel free to look around. There's no obligation to buy.
We're looking for the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide. Do you have it in stock?
Sorry, dear. We stopped stocking that a very long time ago. It just wasn't selling.
Huh? But the Mondstadt volume was so interesting. Bummer.
The thing is, the author made it too personal, and the result wasn't really much of a guide. It barely sold any copies, and the few travelers that did buy it made complaints afterward.
Well, that's a shame. The Mondstadt volume was a good read, even just as an adventurer's diary.
The fact remains that I don't have it in stock. If you must read it, try your luck at Chang the Ninth's place.
Who's Chang the Ninth?
A book collector who lives in Qingse village. He's a complete grouch, but he will behave himself if the conversation is about books. He was a regular customer here back when he lived in Liyue Harbor, and I still send him the odd out-of-print book or two every now and then.
Did somebody say out-of-print books? Is there a chance that Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd is also in his collection? Apologies, my liege. Where are my manners? My name is Sing Cho, a humble literature enthusiast who happened to be passing by. Since you and I are both in search of lost books, what say we travel together to Mount Qingse and pay a visit to Chang the Ninth? My pleasure, fellow book lover.
Should we ask here if they have a copy of the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide? It's super duper interesting.
heavens are smiting me. Smiting me to smithereens. Uh-huh. And what do you want? Come on, spit it out.
We've heard you've got tons of old books lying around, and we want to borrow the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide.
Huh. Don't get me started on the topic of my books. After the chasm was sealed off, the family mining business started going south. Then the Fatui started working to sabotage me. To pay off my debts, I had no choice but to pawn off my beloved book collection. Every last book. Do you have any idea what that means? Wrong. That was my life's work. I devoted my entire life to curating, collecting. It's useless. Unless you have other business here, I'm done.
Please tell me that you didn't pawn Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
Legend of the Shattered Halberd. There's a title I haven't heard in a long time.
What? But we don't?
That work was an epic-defining masterpiece. Granted, it was almost unknown at the time it was published, but over time it was the work that came to define the genre of martial arts novels and sparked a plethora of imitation. Barely any copies of the first edition.
The later edition inexplicably went out of print, almost as soon as it was released.
Yes, that's right. How did I forget? The original editions...
You mean...
Yes, it is...
Hey, Chang! You've got some nerve keeping me and my boss waiting like this. I'm sure you don't need me to remind...
But you know I can't afford to give a 70% discount on the price. I'd never be able to...
That's your business. The question is, do you want your books, or do you want food on your plate? Perhaps you'd like to take your books with you to an early grave.
Whoa there, friend. Come on. This gentleman is either willing to make a deal or he's not. You can't force him to sell against his will.
Just who do you think you are? Keep your nose out of other people's business.
My liege, I am but one who comes to the aid of this gentleman in his moment of need. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan.
Guhua clan? Did you hear this clown? He thinks he's a Guhua master in this day and age. Oh, there was me thinking the last granddads of Guhua had keeled over and died by now. Who were you supposed to be then, huh? Some sort of Guhua messiah?
Justice is blind to our backgrounds, my friend. That just makes me someone trying to do the right thing. But you? The weasel who does the tiger's bidding may be less powerful than his master, but he is no less guilty.
Get a load of this guy. Just you wait. You'll be sorry you crossed me. And you, Chang, you're selling that core lapis whether you like it or not.
Oh, how the wolves prey upon the fallen.
So, just to come back to what we were talking about earlier, could I get a yay or nay about borrowing that book?
Oh, what does it matter now? I can't expect anybody to care about me anymore. But since...
3 long years I have waited for this day. Words cannot express my gratitude. I, Xingqiu, vow to repay this great act of generosity.
All right, give it a rest. Just bring it back when you're finished. Sorry, but I'm not about to put my hopes in some self-professed Guhua disciple.
Hey, where are you going? We've still got a job to do over here. Oh, you like reading, huh?
Oh, amazing! I never saw that coming.
Hello? Xingqiu? Anybody in there?
No wonder this book is so highly sought after.
How can they bully poor old Cheng the Ninth like this? Forcing him to sell his ore for dirt cheap? It's daylight robbery!
Don't forget me.
Oh, so
The reason I borrowed this book is that it would be a real pity if Cheng the Ninth ended up having to pawn it. And I meant every word I said to Cheng the Ninth. I will return his act of kindness. It is the just thing to do. I will be custodian of this book, and I will also help find a way to buy back the rest of his collection. Of course I do. And give me a second to reflect.
You're still here? What is this? I gotta hand it to the goof. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Goofball Clan? I meant Guhua Clan.
There's a saying that goes, the insect that shakes...
Quit quoting.
Please leave this place.
It's cute that you want to stick your neck out for Chang, but you picked the wrong time, you little punk.
I may be young, my liege, but the path I have chosen makes me no stranger to conflict.
Oh, great speech.
There you are.
No, my sword!
Let me amuse myself a little.
By him. Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of Guhua.
Over here!
Blink!
The more, the merrier. Over here!
I thought that was just a regular pendant you were wearing, not a vision. You won this round, but you better watch your back. This isn't over.
Would it be too much to hope they've learned their lesson? Yes, though I try to avoid using it. I dislike the unfair, though I long to restore Guhua to its former glory.
they've gone for now, but they'll be back.
I'll see to it that no harm comes to those who show. It's not like the Fatui to pick sides in a business dispute. There must be a deeper level of collusion. He mentioned Gentry Mautai. I know this name.
That idea works, but what are you...
Me? I have other things to look into.
You really have stuff to do?
Wow, so that's how that turned out.
Ugh, this guy is so annoying. Fine, but as per... From now on, he shall be known as... Guhua Geek.
You go first. No need to wait for me. One more page and I'll go and stretch my...
Who goes there? Really? He didn't mention anything about the Master's dealing with some urgent...
Urgent business?
The Master's been working on a major business deal recently.
So, where...
I'm sorry. The Master is stressed that we must not disclose that... no, I mean, yes. Yes, you are. I meant no offense. Please, believe me. I'm sorry. Master's currently in... I beg for your mercy, please.
Well, my master has much more important things to do than talking to rude guards like you. Luckily for you, your bad attitude will be the last thing on our minds when my...
Thank you.
Nice work! Paimon never... Paimon loves compliments and all. Anyway, seems like the VIP client in question must be one of the Fatui. In that case, let's... Seems business is booming at the Shinua kiosk. No one should notice if we blend in there. But either way, if we want to know what...
I understand. I do. Please, do not worry. You have my word that the order will be completed as promised.
The subordinate I sent was not quite so optimistic in his appraisal. Is somebody being uncooperative?
We just ran into a minor procurement problem, is all. We haven't managed to purchase the core lapis yet. But it's nothing for you to worry about. If Chang the Ninth won't sell, I can buy from someone else.
That would be most ideal. I remind you again that the Fatui care only about the result. We are willing to lend a certain degree of support to this transaction. But if it is not completed in time, you may suddenly find our goodwill comes at a price you cannot afford.
I understand. I am indebted to you for your protection. You know I would not dream of disappointing you, don't you?
We shall see when the time comes.
Darn that old man Chang.
So, Mr. Gentry Moutsai is colluding with the Fatui. Who knows if Guwa Geek has made any progress?
Bang! And with that, a seat with a fate of...
You had other things to look into, as if you're some sort of man of mystery, when actually all you meant was you wanted somewhere new to park your backside while you read your book.
I see. I guessed as much.
Did you really guess, or are you just saying that to sound clever?
The course of action we must take is now clear. To start with, please deliver this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. They will know what to do. My liege, for reasons that I cannot explain, I will be unable to join you. There is no need for you to read the contents of the letter. When the time comes...
Ugh, this writing is super hard to read. Paimon can't make heads or tails of it.
Hence why I said there's no need for you to read it. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will have someone who can understand it.
But why would you want to get them involved? They're one of the big... Since we got to Liyue, Paimon keeps hearing people mention it. Seems they oversee a lot of business that goes on around here. Having such big backing would be great and all, but are you sure they'd want to help?
No need to worry about that. From what I know, they share my sense of chivalry. Once they have read the carefully reasoned and passionately argued case I put forth in this letter, they will certainly be moved to action. Gentry Moutsai must be taught a lesson he will never... Also, I do not wish for anyone else to know of...
Why not? You're only doing this to try and...
To silently disappear at the matter's conclusion, concealing one's name and each droplet of kindness I receive, I am duty-bound to repay with a welling spring of gratitude.
That sounds very lovely. But be honest, you just want them to do it so you can carry on reading your...
Thank you in advance for delivering this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild.
Hey! Stop it! Excuse us, we come bearing news of a matter requiring your assistance.
A letter? Oh, I see. This again. Oh, don't mind me. I was just speculating.
Can we actually read this thing?
Yes, the script is an honored guess. You must both be wary from your long journey. Please allow the Feiyun Commerce Guild to be your host for tonight. Please rest assured that the matter written about has been... Please take a seat here in Leolip.
Yay! Tasty snacks!
Of course. We treat visitors... Please, this way.
And Paimon thought we'd get kicked out. Or Paimon didn't think Guhua Geek had so much clout.
Thank you for your patience. With the amount of wealth and power Gentry Moutsai has, it will take more than a slap for him to correct the error of his ways. Since Gentry Moutsai's business has to do with deprived of the necessary raw materials.
Great idea! That'll be But Liyue is huge. Is it really possible to buy up...
With the timescale we are on, it is indeed a challenge. Hence, as stated in the first, there are a number of vendors in the city you will need to buy from. I've marked there is also some unsold core lapis. Finally, there is Chang the Ninth.
Alrighty, so 3 sellers in this...
Of course, we are not expecting...
Wow, so many more!
Well, this is not the first time we've had to do something like that. All you need to do is strike a deal. Once you have purchased all the core lapis, please proceed.
Gotta hand it to Guhua Geek. This is some seriously solid work for a guy who lives in a fantasy world. Let's do this in the order the guy said. First the sellers in the city, then the chasm, and then last but not least, Chang the Ninth.
Hi, anything I can do for you? You want all my... That's sad. None are... Oh, it's for the Feiyun... Oh, don't worry about my... Thank you for your patience.
Good day, my friend. Oh, I thought you were here to... No, that I still have. Too much hassle, not enough return. Sorry. What? All right, I'll do it. Clearly no
Oi! Shh! Keep your voice down. All of it? Though all of it would be far more than you actually... What are you saying? If it's for the
Hello there. Are you...
Aha, finally. I thought you might. As it happens, I do have a batch of core lapis that hasn't been shipped yet. It's all yours, if you name the right price. The original buyer's price was already...
Are you serious? We spent less than...
I'm afraid it has to go to the highest bidder. I'm breaching an existing agreement by selling to you, so... Look, you have your problems to deal with, and I have...
All right. When we get back, we'll just have to tell the...
Wait, surely there's no need for that. Please, don't do this.
It might be the guild's money, but we'll have a tough... If he asks, all we can do is mention...
I understand. There's just one other thing, though. There's been I don't know where exactly, but... So... maybe you could go and look for the carts? There should be 5 of them in total. If you can find them all and tell me where they are, I'll... Oh, yes, of course. I mean...
That's that, then. Well... Make a note of the location. That's it, all right. That.
Terra Smash!
Go. Here we go! Quick, make a note of... That guy said there were 5 carts in total, so that should be all of them. Let's get back. This has all been quite exhausting for poor little Paimon. He definitely owes Paimon some snacks. Here, we've made a note of the cart's locations, all 5 of them. Can you sell us the core lapis now?
Oh, wonderful. Thank you both. Yes, let's make this official. I also hope you could put in a good word with your boss for me.
Done and dusted! Yeah! We make a great team. Now for the final stop on our...
Just who I was hoping to see. I was just thinking to myself, you wouldn't know anything about that.
Oh, don't worry. You won't be hearing from...
Oh? What happened? Huh? Oh, I see now. You're in this trade too. So you're trying to beat him to the post, eh? But I don't care who you are. A discount of 70%...
No need. We'll take it at the market rate.
You mean you're not trying to force the price down? I can't believe it. But gentry mount-sized thugs could still come...
If Paimon told you they're not gonna bother you again, then you'd better believe they're not gonna bother you again.
Huh. Okay then. But tell me, what on earth do you plan to do?
Actually, it's for a commission. Can't go into too much detail.
Thank you. Thank you a million times over. I really don't...
Good people always get what's coming to them in the end. Anyway, let's get going, because apparently...
I swear I'll reclaim my lost fortune.
Welcome. The final act.
You better believe it. We're the...
Well, natural, divine halberd, and the way the story develops across... How blessed we are to have such an author grace our...
And this is related to...
It's not. But when something surpasses expectations to such a degree, one must show one's appreciation. And it is thanks to your help that...
Why does Paimon have to be the only one who doesn't get what's going on? So go on then, tell me.
Think about it. Gentry Moutsai goes searching for core lapis all over Liyue Harbor, and he doesn't find a single piece. He panics. Without the goods, he can't fulfill his contract. And if he can't fulfill his contract, he can't stay in good standing with the Fatui. He hears a rumor that the Feiyun Commerce Guild is the culprit. Panic turns to disbelief. Gentry Moutsai is a hugely powerful figure in the business world. Never has anyone dared to target him like... So regardless of whether it is revenge or a swift resolution that he seeks, he is certain to...
So it was you! You were the one sticking your necks out for...
Speak of the devil.
I went everywhere trying to find someone selling core lapis is hardly a rare mineral, and yet suddenly the stock...
We are not persecuting you, but protecting another, one to whom I am indebted. Upon witnessing an injustice, it is a perfectly normal... Was it not one of your own men who said...
You clearly don't know what... Master, if you please...
Hey, no, my sword!
Quick!
Orders given. Orders received.
This moment will be frozen in time.
The hunter comes.
spark things up a little.
Faster?
No escape.
Okay, faster. Rise.
Freeze!
Leaving so soon.
Come a little closer.
Terra Smash!
Can't run from death.
Impressive. You are no commoners. To continue...
Their strength is almost spent. Finish them off!
Might I remind you that the Fatui's relationship with you extends to business matters only?
What are you saying?
Then figure it out.
Don't go.
My lord, what are you doing here? Are you hurt?
Thanks to this valiant young man.
My lord?
You are the heir.
Indeed, my liege. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Gu.
Rats! I've been played like a
Gentry Moutsai. Coercion and intimidation are hard. I shudder to think what the Fatui.
You meddling swine. Well.
Since you asked Chang the Ninth for a discount of 70%, let's fight 3 times the market rate sounds fair, no?
How dare you subject me to such vicious...
Deep breaths now. This is a simple... On behalf of the Feiyun Commerce Guild, I thank you for your bit.
You? Funny-speaking, book-reading guhua. So that massive stash of Mora, you let us burn...
'Twas but a paltry sum. I got to make a very sound investment while putting Gentry Moutsai in his place. A classic 2 birds, 1 stone. You're too kind. You have
Yikes! Paimon's been called Paimon Red in one of these martial... Paimon's toast! And sorry, very sorry! Please don't hurt Paimon!
Calm down. Since you can...
Save me! Save me! This is not a drill! Repeat, this is not a drill!
Jokes aside, I have the 2 of you to... Meanwhile, Legend of the Shattered... I did nothing, and hence to have made such valiant and...
My lord, forgive the intrusion.
Please inform my father thusly. I have averted a disaster and earned a sizable sum of money in the process. Might this meritorious act compensate for my prior transgressions and earn me a few more days of freedom, perchance? Legend of the Shattered Halberd speaks of a domain that I should very much like to investigate.
For all your clever long words, the fact is you're just a lazy bones who doesn't want to work.
What if I told you that a reward awaits you at Cheng the Ninth's palace and not
a reward?
It seems whatever I say, there's no persuading you to... Oh, I didn't realize you weren't aware.
Thank you in advance for returning the book for me. I will take my leave now. May we meet again, fellow merchants.
Finally, you're back. This morning, the pawnbroker showed up and gave me back my entire collection. I'm positive that you must have been behind this once again. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Please don't say that. You have no idea how much this means to me. The Chang family was a prestigious household in Liyue back in the day. Unfortunately, after I took over the family's affairs, since then I've saved for years, hoping to restore the house to its former glory. Were it not for you, this barren wasteland in the mountains...
Wow, that's the second heir we've met in this...
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing? Oh, here's your...
Wonderful. Legend of the Shattered Help.
Do people really look down on the Guhua clan so much?
Actually, the art is centuries old, and was once held in high esteem. But now it has faded beyond recognition. To instigate a revival, you need to inject some fresh blood, but it's hard to attract budding young talent to a dying art. And so it becomes a vicious cycle. In any case, Guhua kids these days. Take that young rascal Xingqiu, for instance. For all his talk about repaying kindness with kindness and whatnot, what has he done to show for it? You're the ones who've displayed a genuine sense of responsibility. What does it matter? It's yours to keep. In addition, here is but a small token of appreciation for your huge generosity. My ore is sold, and my treasured books have... what? What?
What was that?
Oh, nothing. That little rascal surely isn't... Now I can get back everything I lost.